For many years of my life, negative self-beliefs shaped my mind into thinking that, I'm useless, like I might just die, why do I even live on this earth, I'm just wasting oxygen, uh, I will never find a lover, I'm gonna be a virgin for the rest of my life, and many more. There were many thoughts, but those thoughts I had, no, they were the strongest ones. But after many months of work, I managed to kill those beliefs and many more beliefs, negative self-beliefs. Today I'm gonna talk about how I managed to do it, and this video will help you, with this. The pieces of advice here in this video, I use them. It may work for you, it may not. You need to check for yourself, because some things may work for me, but they may not work for you. So it's in your hands to check and see if those pieces of advice work for you. So let's start. Well, sorry for interrupting you. I just want to remind you to hit that subscribe button, leave a opinion in form of a like or a dislike. Also write a nice comment or critique me, what can I improve on these videos. You have my Instagram right now on the screen on the description. There's also a link to buy me a coffee if you want to support my work. And if you're a guy who struggles with porn addiction, trust me, brother, been there. Send me friend request on Discord and I can help you with this. But enough with the shit talk. Let's go to the video. So there are going to be a couple points here, and 4 points. So listen. Number 1 is, I am a big advocate of this quote: everything is in your head. The first point I would say is deal with any addictions that you have, especially porn addiction. For me, the addictions that I had were pornography and video games. Those addictions are stimulating only for the time you use them. After you stop using, after you stop doing drugs, video games, you stop watching porn, you feel like you wasted time and you feel like shit. Your self-esteem is low. You feel like shit in general, right? That's what I felt. But that's not only what I felt, but it's what every person feels after using drugs, all of those type of addictions, being addicted. But it's of course deeper than that, right? Every addictions have their own downsides. Some physical, like you may have fucking holes in your brain after using drugs. But every addictions that you have, every addiction affects your mental health. That's why you have those thoughts. For example, after busting a nut, you have post-nut clarity, that your self-esteem goes down, you have limp dick. You know what I mean, right? If you've been addicted to porn, you know what I'm talking about. Breaking addictions takes time, and don't be angry why you constantly relapse, why you constantly take drugs again, why you constantly play video games. Motherfucker, if you took drugs or watched porn for a decade, don't expect to break free after a month. Because of failure, we grow. Take lessons from those failures and constantly improve. But what I also want to add here is those addictions, any addictions that you have, are a consequences of shit mental health. I guarantee if you would have great mental health, you wouldn't be, for example, abused by your parents, you wouldn't be using drugs, porn, video games, alcohol, and all of that. If you would have great childhood, you wouldn't be addicted, you wouldn't be abused. Trust me, bro, you wouldn't be addicted. Because we use addictions to escape from reality and give ourselves pleasures from real life. But after using them for many years, we're not happy. You're happy after using drugs or watching porn? Probably not. You're only happy when you use them. After you stop, you feel like shit. If you're gonna improve your mental health, focus on improving mental health. Focus on improving your mental health. not on the addiction. Addictions are not a problem itself. They are the consequences of something bigger, and that bigger is your mental health. Focus on it. Be more out. Be more outside. Find a goal, a purpose. Listen. Listen, I'm not qualified right now to talk about mental health because this is a bigger topic, and I still studying about this because mental health is a really hard topic. I recorded video about social anxiety today, and it's also a hard topic for me. Negative self-beliefs are also a hard topic. As you see, I have a script right here. But we can talk about this for on and on and on about mental health. So I'm just going to tell you some basics. Go outside, limit your screen time, find a goal, a purpose, hit gym. This is simple. Like you probably received that pieces of advice many times. But this is what I can say from my experience. Like, I'm not qualified right now to talk about mental health more. If I'm going to be, I will talk about it more. Simple as that. Now let's go to the second point. Second point, how to stop those negative self-beliefs and the way I stopped thinking about myself in the wrong way is physical activity. If you work on your body, you build some muscles. And after a couple of months, you see results. You are going to be proud of yourself. That's natural. It's going to happen 100%. It's gonna happen. If you're going to see that your biceps or your chest is bigger, of course you're gonna be proud of yourself, because you've been putting in the work, you've been eating clean, you've been sleeping well, and all this and all those, right? This is the universal truth with any type of physical activity. And also in my experience, I was so happy when I hit my first 10K run. Maybe your first muscle up if you train for calisthenics. You've been putting in the work for calisthenics, and now you can do your first muscle up. Isn't that fucking great? Physical activity made my life better and helped me get rid of those negative self-beliefs about my body. You're just gonna feel proud about yourself, and those achievements will motivate you to do more and more. Because many people, they achieve things in fucking video games and not in reality. They are making themselves strong in video games, not in real life. I just see the pattern that physical activity, for example, with social anxiety, my solution, one of my solutions to getting rid of social anxiety is physical activity. One of my solutions to get rid of the negative self-beliefs is physical activity. It's just the same pattern. Physical activity will really help you. It will, trust me, bro, it will. I don't know what I want to say here, but yeah, let's go to the third point. Okay, so the third point is prove those beliefs wrong. What do I mean by that? Many of negative beliefs, negative self-beliefs, are from the outside. Maybe you were bullied, maybe you were abused by your parents, maybe your parents hit you. Maybe you were doing bad habits for most of your life. You've been jacking off, you've been not sleeping well, you've been eating shit, you've been watching porn, playing video games. I wanted to show those beliefs that I'm not like that. I've been saying to myself, for most of my life, I've been saying to myself, I will never find a lover. So I just started talking to women more. I'm useless. So I just started doing, so I started to do the work that is going to help this world. I might just die. Your family, this was also some negative self-beliefs. I might just die. So I said to myself, my family will be sad. Besides this, I'm gonna be coward if I'm gonna die, if I'm gonna run from my problems. Simple as that. And so on. There were many negative self-beliefs about myself. If you have negative self-beliefs about yourself, like, oh, I'm a fat piece of shit, listen, this might be true. If you look at the mirror This might be true if you look at the mirror, right? But do the opposite of that. If you're a fat piece of shit, exercise, do more cardio, eat clean, and so on. If you, I don't know, if like, I don't know, like woman, like I will be a virgin for the rest of my life, then just improve your life, bro. Hit the gym, like learn the game, be more outside, talk to more girls. Simple as that. Prove those beliefs wrong. Prove this wrong. But it's also much deeper than that. You can also, if you were bullied, like proving those beliefs wrong is not gonna help you that much. You need to also, it's probably a trauma. You need to get rid of this, right? But I'm just telling you the basics. You just, as I said in the intro, you need to really, how do I say this? Figure out what's best for you. I'm only telling you the things that helped me. So yeah, just prove those beliefs wrong. Prove yourself wrong. Prove your brain, your mindset wrong, and shift this mindset. And trust me, you will be in a much better place. Let's go to the last point. And yeah, let's go to the last point. So the last point is, so sorry for this cut, but it was like I didn't want to make this cut, but you know, memory in my phone ended, so I needed to, you know, do things that will make, you know what I mean. I'm just recording a second clip here, but yeah, the last point I want to talk about is limit your screen time. Be more present in the real world. Really. If you see people on Instagram, on Facebook, who the fuck uses Facebook back then, and YouTube, Instagram, you know, who are richer, more muscular, more charismatic, and more handsome than you, of course you're gonna have negative self-beliefs because you're going to compare yourself to those people. It's great to be inspired by those people, to strive to be better than them. But don't compare yourself to others. Comparison kills improvement. Everyone starts from a different point in life. If you're going to put in the work every day, you're going to be on the top. Take inspiration from those people, from the people who you are inspiring to be, right? Take inspiration from the people you are comparing yourself to. If they manage to improve their lives, that you can also do it. But for fuck's sake, don't compare. You're going to be in the mud when you're gonna compare. Competition is good. I'm a big advocate of this. Competition is great, but comparing is not. Everyone started from a different point, right? Everyone started from the different point. You start from this point, and other person started from this point. You cannot change it. The only thing that you can do is stop complaining and just do the work anyways. The world doesn't care, and why should it? To be fair, ask yourself, if world doesn't care, so but like why would the world care, right? So be more outside. Go more on the walks. Like go to some, I don't know, go to some fucking park, and if you see people who are playing like soccer or like volleyball, go join them, bro. This is gonna give you a lot more fun than you just doom scrolling on the TikTok or Instagram. Trust me. Playing in real life is going to give you more satisfaction and will improve your mental health much more than comparing yourself to people on TikTok or Instagram. Trust me. You're not gonna think about anything rather than, you know, spending good time with people, you know, playing volleyball, soccer or some shit. Stay hard, because nobody will save you. The only person who can save you is the person I'm pointing right now. Peace out.